coordinator of UN4DRR, to give scientific remarks of UN4DRR International Symposium. And in the end of his speech, he will also announce the best presenters on this symposium. To Professor Widiatmaka, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mbak Nurul. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh again. Let's go to now to concluding remark statement. I believe that all of you have well done through this full day of the 2022 UN4DRR International Symposium. It is my great pleasure that you had fruitful discussion, although I think one-day symposium is not enough. In this 2022 UN4DRR International Symposium, whose main theme is disaster risk reduction, mitigation, and environmental science toward new era, we have learned a lot from the keynote session delivered by keynote speakers, the 4 amazing invited speakers who have shared this interesting topic, and in the parallel session where presenters have shared this interesting book. Once again, on behalf of the committee and the UN4DRR IPB University, thank you for delivering such important materials so that all of us can deepen our knowledge about disaster risk management, natural resource, and environmental management. Furthermore, I would like to thank all presenters and participants who have joined this international symposium from Indonesia as well as overseas. The amount of the paper presented according to the schedule were 102 papers. There were only 4 participants which are not attend this seminar. I would like to thank the keynote speaker and invited speaker. We have here today opening speech from Rector of IPB University, Professor Aris, and keynote speech from National Disaster Management Agency, BNPB, Lieutenant Jenderal Suharyanto, who today was represented by Dr. Raditya Dati, Deputy of System Strategy, BNPB, and Head of Geospatial Information Agency, Professor Aris Marfai, Rector of Kuala University, Professor Marwan, and Lead of UN4DRR Consortium, Professor Jonathan Cheung-Wai. Then also invited speaker today, Professor Željko Bačić from University of Zagreb, Professor Luis Angel Luis Fernandez from Universidad Politécnica de Valencia, Spain, as well as Professor Lina Karlinasari and Professor Lailan Saufina of IPB University. All presentation in plenary and invited speaker session as well as parallel session went smoothly today. We would like to thank also to all moderators which come from Lecturer of Natural Resource of Environmental Management, IPB University, Center for Environmental Research, IPB University, and researcher from Geospatial Information Agency, as well as National Research and Innovation Agency. I would like also thanks to students of National Resource and Environmental Management who activated help us in the presentation session as PIC of Zoom meeting room. I am certain that every presenter has presented their research result. I sincerely hope that through your presentation and discussion afterwards, all of us can contribute to solving the problem in disaster risk reduction and management, as well as environmental management of natural resource. Even though the contribution may be small, but it is still valuable. In terms of scientific conclusion, several points can be noted which are: first, the paper presented can be grouped into 4 topics, namely disaster risk mitigation and adaptation, environmental management and policy, geospatial technology, and sustainable natural resource. The topic matches with the area of interest of UN4DRR consortium, as well as in master's and doctoral degree at the Natural Resource and Environmental Management Study Program, Graduate School, IBB University. Secondly, disaster risk management is still being a high concern among scientists. A wide range of disaster risk reduction, management, mitigation, and natural resource, environmental and management system have been discussed today. Most of this research has good novelty and presented in a very good style. Thirdly, excellent use of remote sensing technology to assess various environmental problems. Interesting session about remote sensing is given for different applications, such as oil spill detection, flood, savanna fire, and forest degradation around new capital of Indonesia, Ibu Kota Negara, IKN. 4, disaster risk mitigation and adaptation have been discussed from various aspects, ranging from socio-economic, local culture, and physical aspects. The topic of disaster from socio-economic aspect as well as from spatial term dominate this symposium today. A lot of knowledge has been shared in the session. 5, to anticipate natural threat, it is necessary to implement better environmental disaster management, including early warning system and disaster mitigation using various data such as developing rain geospatial, monitoring the condition of watershed, evaluating water quality in the river, and monitoring air pollution in an urban area, etc. 6, using the geospatial technology is really helpful to understand about the past and current condition of environment. Machine learning algorithm was commonly used as one of the methods that applied to solve various problems in disaster management, such as identify lava flow and open pit mining. This knowledge will be used for mitigating the future condition. 7, several other issues, including mangrove forest monitoring and several efforts to protect peatland. All issues are interesting and can enrich knowledge related to sustainable natural resource in Indonesia. Maybe there are still some other issues that arise from the symposium. Later, the committee will explore again and add them in concluding remarks after examining the entire paper. Although this is joined only one day in the International Symposium, the symposium process is not over yet. There are still some steps that should be done. First, we will review in more detail your paper. Second, we will send you an email of the full paper review, and we will select the papers and send them to IUP proceeding. However, we cannot guarantee that your paper will be published by IUP because the final decision will be decided together us and the IUP. The waiting time will also depending on the process, but if you send back the paper rapidly, I hope the proceeding can be published at the end of this year. Therefore, kindly ask for your patience. Third, please revise your paper according to reviewer comment and input for this today's discussion, and adjust your paper template according to the requirement of IUP proceeding in which your paper is going to be published. The next thing I would like to say, we are happy to announce the Best Paper Award. The organizing committee have provided award. One best paper with the prize of 1 million rupiah, one second paper award with the price of 750,000 rupiah, and third award with the price of 500,000 rupiah. So now I can announce the best paper award, which will be given. I will start with the third winner. Yeah, the third winner goes to who? Levina Augusta Geraldine Peter, Research Center of Society and Culture, National Research and Innovation Agency. We can give applause for her. Second winner is Ulfa Khoirunisa Nurul Litasari from PSL IBB University, Natural Resource and Environmental Management. And the first winner goes to Suharyanto, Research Center of Climate and Atmosphere, National Research and Innovation Agency, Badan Riset Inovasi Nasional. Again, I would like to thank you very much for your participation, and hopefully this international symposium can add to the scientific relationship between us, even it is still in pandemic atmosphere. Hopefully the situation will improve soon after the COVID pandemic. I return the screen to MC Mbak Nurul, please. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Professor Widiatmoko, for your scientific remarks. And once again, big congratulations to the top 3 presenters. Once again, to all participants, please give applause to all presenters. Ladies and gentlemen, to officially close our event this evening, we are pleased to invite the Vice Rector for International Affairs, Collaboration and Alumni Relations of IPB University to give a closing remark of the UN4DRR International Symposium. To Professor Dodik Ridho Nur Rahmat, the screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Mbak Nurul. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to speak at this final session. Allow me to express our heartfelt gratitude to all of the invited guests for joining us today at the UN4DRR International Symposium. This symposium would not have been possible to run successfully and smoothly without the support of all of us. IPB University is one of the university's partner in the University Network for Disaster Risk Reduction in the Indian Ocean Rim Collaborative Project, UN4DRR. Therefore, on behalf of IPB University, I also express my greatest appreciation to the UN4DRR partners represented by the project coordinator and country project leaders, namely Professor Jonathan, Cheung-Wai Chan, Professor Željko Bačić, Professor Louis Angel Ruiz, Dr. Nizamuddin, and Professor Widiatmoko, who is also the chairman of the symposium. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that the virtual symposium today can spark the excitement of teams at UN4DRR to continue working in the development of education and research in the prevention and management of natural and human-induced disasters, even though there is still presently a pandemic that prevents many of us from being able to meet in person. It is intended that by holding the symposium, it will serve as a stepping stone for the advancement of new knowledge and perspectives of disasters. I see a lot of potential from the 107 papers presented today that we can use to advance research, particularly in the area of disaster risk reduction. I also would like to extend my gratitude to all of today's participants for portraying their research and the moderators and committee who invested their time and efforts into making this event a success. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Professor Dodik, for your closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally reached to the end of the symposium. Hopefully, the symposium will be valuable for each of us. For those who joined halfway of the symposium and have not filled or having a trouble in filling out the attendance form, please contact Mr. Subur as one of the committee through message or email. Once again, we thank everyone involved in the symposium, all participants, the presenters, moderators, the committee, and especially to the esteemed guests, Professor Željko, Professor Luis, and Dr. Vesna. Thank you very much for attending today's symposium. I am Nurul Iswari as today's Master of Ceremony, and on behalf of organizers, we sincerely apologize for any mistakes we may have made during the symposium. Once again, thank you very much for your participation and have a delightful day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
To all committee who attend the symposium at IPB University Campus Baranang Siang, we invite you to take a photo together with Professor Željko, Professor Luis, and Dr. Vesna at the IPB corridor.